On Sunday, the 21st of April 2013, I got arrested by a police officer at my home address. It was all very odd because on the Thursday prior, a guy called, what was his name now? His name was Steve Bushnell. Steve Bushnell rang me up about a YouTube video I put online. Details how to get to Andrew James Enforcement's director's property, Andrew James Mackay. I explained that he was living in adjacent to Caniston Park, Southgate, Oakfield House, blah blah blah, and he complained to the police. I previously complained to the police about him, and they wouldn't even speak to me about him because he's obviously a Freemason and he's high up, and I'm nothing. But when he rang the police, they took action immediately. This Steve Bushnell rang me, told me to take the video down. I asked him had I broken any laws or anything. I said I wasn't being clever, I just wanted to know. He said I hadn't broken any laws, but I should take it down in case anything happens to him, because he's had death threats and that as a result of it. Well, I said, you and me both know that's a lie. He just wants this video down. His pride is forcing him to tell lies and get it down. And he used any tool in the book necessary to get it down. He didn't agree, but he didn't. He said he can't really comment on that, and that I should. He advised me to take it down. Well, I got back late because I worked till 3 in the morning. I was going to take it down the next day, but when I got home, I had a letter off Andrew James Mackay's solicitor's company called Gately, and they gave me this bullshit letter about harassment, trespass, all the rest of it, and basically describing all the actions he takes on a daily basis in order to extort money off his victims. Well, I really got my back up, and I decided not to take the video down. But then when I calmed down, I had to think about it. I decided to take the video down, so I took the video down. Saturday afternoon, some bitch, pig, didn't get a name, rang me and said, where are you? I said, I'm at Malvern. Oh, when you're back, can you come in to speak to police officer? So I said, well, if I'm back and I'm not too tired, I will. Give me the number, give me a ring. So I got home Sunday. I was tired. I'd been up since 7. Had a long drive back from Osler Street, because I went from Malvern to Osler Street. Got back late, so I spent some time with the kids now before they go to bed. Next thing is 10:30, knock on the door. I open the door, there's 2 police officers standing there. Alright, I thought, okay, let's get this done. They want to talk to me about this. I said, come in. So I came in. And the third one was hiding by the corner, and he came in. So I think he's probably getting ready to go on the back or whatever. So I thought, that was very strange. So 3 of them came in. I said, take a seat. They said, we haven't got time because we're going now. So alright, we're arresting you. What for? I said, it's for harassment. So he cautioned me and arrested me. He said, I need your computer and your laptops, your phone and the camera, please. I said, we've got a warrant. He said, we don't need a warrant. I said, yeah, you do. He said, no, section whatever, or whatever. We don't need a warrant because we've arrested you at your home address. So I gave my laptop, my computer tower, my camera, my phone, and off we went. I got to the police station. They took my fingerprints, DNA, all the usual shit, which I mistakenly consented to, as I didn't want to be there any longer than I needed to be. He said we shouldn't be. He said the woman, bitch constable, said my wife, we won't keep him long now. When we finish, we'll drop him back, right? So my wife was very upset. She's very sensitive, things like this. She's very upset. The baby picked it up on it, so she's crying, and it's like freaking chaos there, carnage. He takes me into the station, process me, interview me. It's a long interview. I'm truthful with him. I told him everything that happened. This lying prick, Andrew James Mackay, give a full verbatim account of how I followed him, detailing in the roads we went down, that he turned round, clocked partial Parliament registration number, etc, etc. And I said, hang on a minute, I said, I didn't go that way. Which way did you go? I said, I went down Penclough, cut across country that way, came up by Shepherds, by the Gowan Heritage Centre. He said, I've only got your word for that. I said, no, I had someone with me. Here's his name is Ian Dagan. His phone number's in my phone. He was with me. I said, he's not involved at all, he just came with me for a spin. Alright, okay. Well, we give him a ring. I said, what's more? I said, another mate of mine, Ben Harrison, I rang him and said, I think I'm near the house. I'm coming up from Shepherds. Which way? He said, oh, carry on the road you're on. He said, and before Fairwood Common, you've got to turn in right to Kittle Lane. And just before the cattle grid, he's on the left for there. There's a courtyard next to Caniston Park entrance. You'll see the house there, Oakfield House. Alright, okay, I said. So he was obviously a witness as well. So I give him their numbers as my phone as well. They rang him and rang my mate at ridiculous time, 2 in the morning. Spoke to them. Yet they still wouldn't let me go. They would put me go for CPS advice, right? Which is fucking bullshit. He lied. He filled a Section 9 statement, this Andrew James Mackay, robbing bastard. And he's lied, which is perverting the cause of justice, that is, right? He's lying to get me in trouble. The police didn't trip me up on anything because I was entirely truthful. And when you're truthful, they can't trip you up because that's your truth. How can they trip you up? They fucking kept me in the cell. I stood up for about 2 hours. And this G4 security bloke came in. I looked for the thing. I said, excuse me. I said, this cell is stinking. I said, there's piss all over the mattress on the floor. Oh, so he opened the door, came in and looked. Big piss stain, which was obviously like someone stood there pissing and it'd been there for a long time, hours, because it's dried up, but it was only like a small patch there then, but you could see the stain around it. I'm standing in my socks because the fuckers robbed my shoes. I'm freezing cold because they robbed my hoodie, because it got string on it, and I think I might fucking strangle myself because I'm going to kill myself just because I'm fucking in a police cell. What the fuck? He started moving the cell next door. Went to the cell next door. It was a little bit better. The light was off. He said, do you want the light on or off? I said, have it off, please. So I went in, the light was off. I thought, oh, great, it's much better. I can lie down now and press off asleep. So I laid down, couldn't get sleep, you were shivering. 5 minutes later, the light came on, fucking bright like daylight again. I thought, oh, fucking hell. So when someone looked in a couple of hours later, I said, excuse me, I said, I explained to the desk sergeant when they checked me in, I need my medication. I'm on Ramprilli, Abulodine, and benzoflumetrazole, 3 high blood pressure tablets because I have serious hypertension. I said I need my tablets. I said because I went camping last night, I forgot to take them with me, and that's really bad missing them for a day. I said but now missing them for 2 days is fucking really, really bad. I said I've already developed a headache and I need to resolve it. So he said, oh, you won't be along, so, you know, by the time we go and get them off your wife and stuff, he said, it's hardly worth it, can you bring them down? I said, not really. I said, she's in bed with 2 working young kids. One's 18 months and one's 3, like. Last thing she want to do is get them up and drag them into Swansea police station, isn't it? And how the fuck can she walk in the station with the kids in the car, like? Leave them in the car on their own, is it? Fucking heartless bastards. So anyway, he said, he won't be along. Time ticked by and ticked by and ticked by. I said, will you turn the light off for me anyway? He turned the light off, 5 minutes later, back on. So 4 o'clock in the morning, this fucking prick, I didn't get his name, but the other prick, which was Nick Mitchell, he fucked off home to bed. What a fucking luxury. left me with this fucking monkey in charge of me. He came in and said, right, we're just waiting for CPS decision. Everything's gone to them now. They've had everything faxed through. Takes a little bit of time. We'll have a decision within the hour, he said. So sit tight, you'll be out here in no time. Oh, you are great, I said. Yeah, I said, what happened? He said, well, they might say it's a lot of bollocks, off you go, or they might say that they want to charge you. But let's just wait in here. I said, oh, nice, thanks mate. I said, put the light off. Yeah, no problem. She put the light off. 5 minutes later, fucking back on. I was like, what the fuck? So I still hadn't slept by this time, right? Next thing, I fucking lying there, trying to get to sleep, and I hear, oi! Oi! I fucking sat up, fucking shocked. Is this fucking G4 security fucking woman, right? Short little piece of dark hair. She said, right, she said, just to let you know, we're still waiting for CPS approval. She said, as soon as I hear anything from her, I'll be in and tell you. I said, what's the time? She said, 6:30. I said, how long does it take? She said, 3 hours maximum. I said, well, he told me at 4 o'clock it'd be an hour. She said, oh, well, it can take up to 3 hours. I said, alright, so I should have everything any minute now. And yeah, she said. Alright, again, but I gotta get to sleep, I'm tired. I lay down again, next thing, same thing. Oi! Oi! Fucking, I'm a fucking dog, like, in the corner, I've been talked to like shit. By some fucking bird, she's not even a fucking policewoman. Right? So I sat up, and then she fucking says, do you want breakfast? I said, what is it? She said, all day breakfast. Oh, I said, go on then. She said, do you want a coffee? I said, yes, white, no sugar. So a white coffee with sugar, and it's fucking breakfast. I would not have given it to the dog. I fucking ate it, it was starving. It was baked beans with greasy potatoes and 2 fucking sausages. 300 grams, wouldn't fill a fucking teacup. It was shit, full of fucking, I looked at the ingredients, right? Full of salt and sugar, just what you need when you fucking got high blood pressure, innit? And I said, where's my tablet? She said, you'll have them shortly. I said, I got a massive headache. I said, I'm feeling lightheaded. She said, alright, we'll get a nurse then. So fucking, next thing is 10 o'clock. Bloke comes to the door, right, he said, we're going to process you now. I'm a fucking bit of meat now, they're going to fucking process me, right? So out I go. He said, well, I said, oh, nurse on the way to see him now. He said, oh, do you want to wait for the nurse? I said, do I fucking take me home? He said, right, okay, we'll just go through this now and then you can go. How we getting home? I said, well, I was hoping you give me a lift. He said, oh, we're not a taxi firm. I said, listen, pal, I said, don't worry about it, forget it, just forget it. No, why are you being like that, he said. I said, just forget it. No, he said, well, we're not a taxi firm, are you? What do you think it is like? I said, well, the thing is, I said, you picked me up at my house and arrested me and brought me in, I said. If you'd asked me to come in, I would have come in, I'd have driven my car in. I said, my car would be parked outside, probably with a parking ticket, and I could drive it home, couldn't I, said. But no, because you brought me in, sneaky. I said, I'm stuck here. And anyway, the police officer told my wife, we'll drop him off when we finished, I said. And that was at fucking 10 o'clock last night. It'll only be a couple of hours. I said, and now I fucking gotta find my way home. Thanks a lot, I said. So anyway, the fucking they cautioned me and all that shit, right? I'm not happy with the caution. Anyway, this story's too fucking long. I'm going to phone the pricks now, and you can hear most of this on the phone call when I phone them. Right, let's phone them. My phone is voice activated, so I'll have to wait a second. 0179245 6. Let's go back. Cancel. 07. Cancel. 0179245 6 999. What's that? Dial. Is it ringing? Yeah, it's ringing. And I'm on hands-free now, in case you're wondering. So I'm not getting fucking done for that again.
Headley Day Cymru. Welcome to South Wales Police. Os hoffech barhau drwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg, pwyswch 0. To continue in English, press 1.
1.
If you are reporting a crime...
Hello. I'd like to put an official complaint in. Can I speak to someone on the counter of Swansea Central Police Station, please? Because that's what I'm complaining about.
Yeah, you want to speak to somebody on the...
Yeah, I got an official complaint that I want someone to deal with. It's about Swansea Central Police Station, so I assume I need to speak to them. I don't know.
Like, can you give us some idea of what the call's all about, sir? And I've directed you to the right office.
Right. Okay. Basically, I got arrested Sunday night, and I got taken to the police station. The story kept changing all the time. I'd be a couple of hours, and then I ended up I was in a cell for 12 hours. They would not let me have my medication, which is at home, and what they'd done in order not for them to have to go and get it and meet the obligation, they kept saying, "Oh, you'll be out to you in an hour, you'll be out to you in an hour," and I went on all night. And
right, okay, yeah, I got the gist of it now. I'll put you to the right office.
Okay,
just stay in the line, please.
Thank you.
Transfer the call now, sir.
Alright, thank you.
Swansea Central, Sergeant Dix.
Hello, I got arrested on Sunday night.
Right.
And brought into the police station.
Yeah.
Basically, I got quite a complaint I want to put in. It's all different things it's about, right? But the main one is I was kept from having my medication all night.
Right. Okay.
All right. I spoke to the doctor, and she basically told me, "Well, did you have any symptoms of headaches?" I said I did. She said that's a precursor to you having a stroke.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
I told the police at the start of the evening, I haven't taken my blood pressure tablets. I'd missed them the day before. Well, that's a bad thing, right? It's my fault. But the second...
Yeah. Have you, listen, sorry to interrupt, have you phoned this in or told anybody else about it as yet?
With the police, you mean?
Yeah.
Not yet, no.
No, because what we need to do, we need to get an incident created, and you need to, an inspector needs to contact you to take the complaint forward.
Right, okay.
So what I'll do now, I don't know why you come through this extension, but I'll transfer you now to the control room thing. You can give your details, they can create the incident, and then we'll get someone to contact you then.
Alright, okay. There is one other thing, right? I mean, basically I went 27 hours without sleep, and I didn't have my medication, so my head wasn't where it should have been, and I signed a bloody, caution. I signed a caution, right? And I believe I signed it under duress, and I would prefer to retract my signature now and be charged with the matter instead.
Right, okay. Well, I don't know if we can do that if you've already been cautioned.
Yeah, but what it is, there's not enough evidence, right? And I'd be happy to go to a court and argue my case, as I believe I got a good case.
Did you have a solicitor?
No, because there's another thing. What's his name? Nick Mitchell told me, he said when we left the house, so we'll only be a couple of hours, he said, we'll get this cleared up now, right? So I got to the police station 10 o'clock, on the assumption I'd be home by 12, 1 o'clock, right? And he said to me, "Do you want a solicitor?" I said, "Well, I wouldn't mind," he said, "because we'll have to get one out." He said, "It could take a few hours to delay things." And I said, "Well, if it's going to delay it, look," I said, "don't bother." So he tricked me, really, and I ended up staying there all night, so I may as well have got a solicitor anyway. You know? So I was tricked there.
Okay, well listen, I don't want to comment on something I've had no dealings with up to now, so you know, if you want to make a complaint, that's fine, that's not a problem, but we need to record it, so I'm going to transfer you to the public service centre so they can take your details and we get an incident created. Alright?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
No worries.
Good afternoon, Public Service Centre, Danielle speaking, how can I help?
Hello, I'd like to put an official complaint in, please.
Regarding what?
The manner I was treated when I was arrested on Sunday evening, Sunday the 21st.
Right, okay. So you were arrested on Sunday, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, what I'll need to do is take some of your details.
Okay.
And put an incident on our system and then pass it over to the inspector then to contact you back. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah. Will he come and speak to me somewhere? Because I'm not coming to the station again because I don't trust them.
No, they would contact you first, but, on the phone. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Let me just take some details then from you. Could I take your date of birth, please?
2nd of the 11th, 1970.
And could I take your surname, please?
Jones.
And your first name?
Christopher.
And what's your address, please?
Number 9, Llewellyn Road, Pennsylvania.
Thank you. And what's the best contact number for yourself, please?
07800
Yeah.
566
Yeah.
950.
That's lovely, thank you. So you were arrested on Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know by which officers?
I know the name of one of them. His name was Nick Mitchell. I don't know the other two's names. It's a female and a male.
A female and a male, is it?
Yeah. There's three altogether. There was Nick Mitchell, another male and a female.
Right, okay, so what is it that you'd like to make a complaint at? Was it while you were in custody, was it?
Yeah, there's a massive list. I don't know if you'll take it all now.
I can just take a brief overview so I can pass it on, but if you want to keep all the details of it for the inspector, that's fine. It's up to you, or you can give it to me all.
Okay. Well, the first one is that he said to me that we'd only be a short time, and they kept me in a cell for 12 hours. All right.
Right, so it'll only be a short time in custody.
Yeah.
And was for 12 hours, yeah?
Yeah. Then he tricked me into not having legal representation.
Yeah.
Then they put me in a cell that was somebody that obviously peed all over the mattress and all over the floor.
Has it not been cleaned, is it?
No, it hadn't been cleaned for hours and hours, because you could see the pee stain is about 2 foot wide and it reduced to about 6 inches wide. You could see the stain around it as it sort of shrunken in.
Yeah.
They took my shoes off me, so I was standing there in my socks with all that stuff, like.
Yeah.
They took my hoodie off me. So I'm standing in my socks on a concrete floor with just a t-shirt, absolutely freezing cold.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
When I complained, they did move me to the cell next door.
Yeah.
I had to wait till 7 o'clock in the morning till they give me a blanket.
Yeah.
And the blanket was like a piece of tissue paper. There was no weight to it. It was thin. It was see-through. It was hardly worth having, but it was better than nothing.
Right. Okay.
All right. They kept telling me all night, right, it won't be long now. We're just waiting for CPS decision. And if they just left me alone, I could have gone to sleep, right? But by telling me all the time, oh, you're going to only get an hour now, and it was like mental torture. I was expecting every noise, every sound. I was thinking someone's going to come and let me out.
Yeah.
I believe that's a deliberate policy that they do to as like a bit of extra punishment, you know.
Right, okay.
Alright. I asked the light to be put off 3 times.
They what, sorry?
I asked the light to be put off 3 times. Alright.
Yeah.
Every time they put it off, 5 minutes later, someone put it back on.
Yeah.
I asked on 8 separate occasions for my medication.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't give it to me.
And you didn't?
No.
Right, okay.
Alright. And then in the morning, even though they said it'd only be for hours, they told my wife that they would drop me off.
Yeah.
They refused to give me a lift, saying they're not a taxi service.
They told you that, was it?
Yeah. So I said I'll walk home and hopefully I'll still be alive when I get there because I hadn't had my medication.
Yeah.
And then they decided to give me a lift home, man. Alright.
Yeah.
I hadn't slept for 27 hours and I had been withheld my medication.
Yeah.
I had a massive banging headache and I was feeling dizzy and lightheaded. Alright, and I was tricked into signing a caution.
Right.
Whereas if I'd been more sound of mind at that time, I would have just refused and allowed them to charge me, as I believe there's no evidence, and I could have gone to court. Alright.
Yeah.
So basically, I'd like to speak to the inspector, and depending on his attitude and his decision what he's going to do, depends whether I take the matter to the IPCC or not.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. So I couldn't find the report that it was linked to. Where were you arrested from?
From 9 Llewellyn Road. I do have an incident number here.
Oh yeah, what's that then, please?
Occurrence number 621.
Yeah.
3011.
Yeah.
2585. Alright.
Just check I got the right one, yeah? Yeah, I got the right one, yeah, that's fine. That's only so that we know what it's linked to, that's all.
Right.
Okay, I'll send this over now. Is there anything else you want to add on now to the report?
I do have a separate complaint that you can take the same time if you like.
Right, okay, and what... hang on, let me just link that together a minute. Right, yeah.
Part of the evidence they had was a full verbatim detailed account of Andrew James Mackay.
Part of the evidence was a full verbatim, yeah, of what, sorry?
Of Andrew James Mackay's account.
Mackay account, yeah.
Of me following him home.
Yeah.
He's gone into specific detail, quite considerable detail with it, right?
Yeah.
And he's done this on a Section 9 statement.
Yeah.
Alright? Well, none of that statement, that part of the statement about me following him is true. And I've got two separate hard evidence that he was lying. Alright?
Okay.
I've spoken to a solicitor this morning now, and that is perverting the course of justice. And I believe he should be arrested for that.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
That's all, thank you.
No, that's fine, yeah.
Could I have your name for my records, please?
Yeah, it's Danielle.
Yeah.
I'll give you your reference number for the complaint.
Okay.
Got a pen?
Yeah.
It's 6213
6213
011
011
92
92
85.
85. Okay. When will somebody ring me now?
Well, I'll send it over. I'll just check the time scale now. I'll just pop you on hold a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, thanks for holding it.
Okay.
There's a time frame within the next 48 hours that they'll contact you.
Right, okay.
Alright?
Yeah, that's
Okay?
right. Alright, so if I don't hear
And it'll be
anything...
on the mobile number that you gave me.
Yeah, so if I don't hear anything 48 hours, I ring back, is it?
Yeah, give us a call back, that's fine.
Lovely. Okay, thank you.
Alright, thanks
Thanks.
then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There we have it. Let's see what they do with that now when this fucking inspector rings me.